The sixth and final leader from the third anniversary set, OP13, has been revealed. And yes, it is Emu. So today, we're going to be going over the leader's ability, all their new support cards, before diving into the top 10 cards for this deck that are already released with, everything we know right now. Of course, we'll have a full deck guide teaching you how to play this leader and how to operate it to the best capacity possible once everything's out in Japan and we get some testing done. And of course, to get that video as early as possible, consider becoming a member of the channel because all of our members get our content up to 2 weeks early, plus emotes and other fun perks. But let's move right over to Emu, 4-life monocolored leader. They have 5k power and no combat type or card type, which is on point. Honestly, I'm pretty glad they're leading into the mystery of the character instead of just making something up on the spot. Now, Emu has both a rules text ability and traditional card effect. You may not play cost 2 or greater events in your deck. Also, at the beginning of the game, play up to 1 Holy Land Marie Joie type stage from your deck. Now, you may be thinking, oh, we're gonna grab that 1 cost stage, Holy Land Marie Joie from OP05, that's also getting an alt-art and PRB2. Not exactly. We'll get into it in a bit though. Emu also has activate main once per turn. You may trash one of your celestial dragon type characters from play, or 1 card from your hand, draw 1 card. Now, if you weren't around during Blue Black Sakazuki days, filtering on a leader is just good. It's just straight good, and when you're able to play trash synergy decks and cards around things like 8 cost Moria, that really good leader becomes a amazingly busted leader. So would it surprise you to hear that they printed something like that for this leader? The 5 Elder Stars, or the 5 Elders, is a 10 cost 12k power character with slash and special attribute that's 5 Elders and Celestial Dragon type. Big body, big card. Now, let's just get rid of it because its activate main ability says if your leader is Emu, you may rest one of your Dawn and trash 1 card from your hand. Trash all your characters, then play from your trash up to 5 Elder Stars type characters with a power of 5,000 that all have different names. Which begs the question, what are the 5 Elders? Well, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Mars, and Nuzjuro. I don't know, is that a planet? I'm sure there's a reference there, I'm just not getting. And they all have alt arts done by JJK's mangaka, Gege. So, 100, 102, 103. We'll get back to this in a second. I just need to see if I can afford all these. All of them are 5k power characters with a baseline static ability that says if you have 7 or more cards in your trash, they can't leave the field due to your opponent's card effects. So that means you can't trash them, you can't KO them, you can't bounce them, you can't bottom deck them, or move them into life. It's all shut down. And 7 cards sounds like a lot, but remember, your leader already lets you cycle a card from your hand each and every turn. And we already want to collect all the 5 Elders for our 10 cost 5 Elders, and I'm starting to think this is a lot easier than it should be. But they have other abilities too. Saturn has on play, search the top 5 of your deck for a 5 Elders card, and notably he can chain into himself. Jupiter has an additional 10 cards in trash effect that makes your 5 Elder type characters have a 7k base power instead of 5, so that's cool. Meanwhile, Mercury and Mars gain blocker just for having your 7 cards in trash, with Mercury also having on KO draw a card, which means you can block and then cycle out for a new card, digging for your 10 drop. While Mars also has on play, trash 1 card from your hand, KO an opponent's character with original cost 5 or less. And finally, Nuzjuro gains Rush when you have 7 cards in the trash, and has on attack if you have 10 cards in your trash, give minus 2k power to one of your opponent's characters for the turn. Mathematically trading 1 card up into 5 cards that can both attack and defend at the same time they're played, pretty good. And they're also insulated, so that's neat. But they do require you to get a 10 drop and then tap out completely for the 10 drop. You have to tap out and then pay 1 actually. So yeah, I think it's pretty fair, right? 2 turns? What do you mean? Oh, I forgot to get back to the stage. Right. So remember how our leader lets us start with a Holy Land stage in play? This is the one you're probably gonna see. The Empty Throne is a 7 cost stage with 2 abilities, and mind you, it costs 7, but you're gonna have 1 in play for free at the start of the game. First is that on your turn, if your trash is 19 cards or greater, give your leader 1000 power. Very cool. While the second is an activate main, you may rest this card in 3 of your Dawn cards. Play from your hand a black 5 Elder Stars type character that has cost equal to or less than the total number of Dawn cards on your field. And I don't even have to make a cool graphic for you this time or a string board like Always Sunny, because Banda actually did the work explaining it for me with a graphic, so that's really helpful. So at 10 Dawn, you can pay 3 to activate the throne and play the 5 Elders. Then activate their effect by resting at Dawn and trashing 1 card and themselves and all your other characters, and you get the 5 Elder cards back. It's really complicated to keep saying 5 Elders 10 drop and 5 Elders cards, 5 Elders. It's a lot. still leaving you with 6 Dawn available to put on your leader who can attack, and might also be a 6k base at this point. Added to characters that were already on the board, you can swing it before you activate the 10 Elders trashing effect, or just throw it on your nose Juro, Rusher, and slam. Either way, feeling pretty insulated from getting punished by playing this huge card. And don't forget, on your way up to 10, it means multiplaying is very easy with the throne. On 7 Dawn turn, you can pay 3 to put out Elder, and then play any 4-cost Elder already in your hand still. Okay, so that's the meat, but what's the potatoes? What are the 10 best cards out right now that could be really good in this deck? Well, we've clearly identified 2 things are important for this deck. Getting cards into our trash, and card selection to find our various Elders, and of course, our 4 copies of the 10-cost Elders. I mean, look at the new 1-drops we're also getting. The 5 Elder Stars are here, and St. Charlie, who was spoiled in the recent premium collection. They're both 1-drops to check the top 3 for Celestial Dragons, which all the Elders are, and it trashes the rest of the cards. So it's pay 1, get 1 to replace it, trash 2, or pay 1, trash 3 if you want. But even after all those searchers, there's 8 copies of searchers, we had the 25 Elders of the 4 copies of each of the 5 Elders, the 4 copies of the 5 Elders, it all puts us at 32 cards. So what are more cards we can fill this deck out with? Here are 10 that are out right now. First, let's start with strictly the best additions regardless of how you're probably going to build this deck. Regardless of any sub-theme included, if any. OPO7's Tempest Kick and Starter Deck 14's I Have My Crew. Both of these cards are 1-cost main events that let you draw a card and have some additional upside that may or may not be relevant. But in this case, it's the draw a card. For 1 Dawn, you dig 1 card deeper into your deck while adding 1 card to your trash count, which is huge. Anyone watching right now who's an old Yu-Gi-Oh player who played with triple Upstart Goblin in the format knows what I'm talking about. And not on my list, but an honorable mention is any searcher who puts excess cards into your trash, especially if you end up playing their subtype in the deck. So cards like Brand New from OPO3 or Rebecca from OPO4. But moving on, we have a Frenemy to draw on in Sabo from OPO4, a 5-cost 6k power blocker with 1k counter who will insulate the board from KO effects for a turn while letting you draw 2, trash 2. And if you want to include him, you can also go back to my honorable mentions of OP12's Captains Assemble and play a Revolutionary Army sub-theme. Another Revolutionary Army on this list actually is OP12's Bello Betty. If you notice, only Jupiter out of all the cards we already talked about for Emu is a 2k counter. So Betty can show up your defenses by being another one, and is a 3-cost 4k power character with, when attacking, trash 2 from the top of your deck, and you get some reduction with reducing a card by 2, which may be a bonus, but we're really focused on that trash. But if you have Active Dawn and you need trash now, try Duran, like Duran. Try Terralan or Corgi. Corgi from OPO3 is a 1-cost 0-power character. With on play, check the top 5 cards of your deck and put 2 cards into the trash, and the other 3 on the bottom. A lower return rate for the cost, but the selection will make sure we get the best stuff in our trash without accidentally trashing copies of our 10-cost Elders, which could be efficient in the long run. And OPO6's Terralan simply has an on-play and on-KO effect that trashes 3 from the top. Immediate trash value. Remember, we want cheaper options like these because of the curve we're looking to do, and in case we need to utilize them with 6 Dawn on the same turn we're cheating to play the 10-cost Elders before comboing off with their ability. So let's dive back into our frenemies list and look at King Nefeltari Cobra from OPO5, a 2-cost 1k power character with blocker and on-play trash the top card. Given we don't really have 2-drop plays, this is a great way to open since we definitely want even curve. Plus, as a 2-cost, you can easily combo with one of your throne activations, cheating in an Elder, when you're at Dawn counts 5 through 9. Not really a frenemy, but more of an enemy, we have Shiryu from OPO9, another 2k counter to help us with our defenses, who's a 3-cost 4k power body with Dawn 1 when attacking, trash 2 from your hand to draw 2. A little expensive, but he helps fill trash while digging for our 10-cost Elder at the same time. Now remember, we want to use our trash as a resource, so aside from just trashing, how can we regain value out of that trash? Look to OPO5's Moncherie, a 1-cost 0-power character, but activate main, rest the Dawn, and this character, and return 2 cards from the trash to the bottom of your deck to get back a cost 3 to 5 black character to your hand. Not only does she let you get back counter or get the Elders back that you want to play, like blocking over and over again, but she can also put back any 10-cost Elders you accidentally trashed into your deck or you did on purpose if the game's going really long. And finally, card number 10, some interaction. Isho from OPO3, an 8-cost 9k power body with on play, if your opponent has 6 or more cards in their hand, trash 2 cards from their hand. If we're gonna play slow, we want to grind out our opponent's resources, and this is a great way to do it. Plus, it's Navy treated with a Dawn 1 ability that does mass board reduction, so if you want to play a Navy sub-theme with that Brand New we mentioned earlier, that's available as well. Which also opens up playing OP11's Kuzan, which trashes 3 on play from the top of your deck. No, okay, listen, that's way more than 10 cards already. I have some testing to do. clearly. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think is going to go good with this emu. And of course, guys,